What's going on YouTube? Jeremy Siegel here, and I've got a very special video for you today. I'm going to be doing my first solo PC build. My good friend Dave has a birthday coming up, so a few of us decided to chip in for this build. His very generous girlfriend covered half the cost, so I really want to thank Janice for making this happen. The two of them are avid travelers and content creators with a brand new YouTube channel planned, so this PC will help them edit the videos. In addition, the PC will also be used for gaming and will have plenty of room for future upgrades. So I wanted to document the process because this is actually the first time I'll be doing it myself. I've had help from friends when I put together my build, but I'm excited for this challenge and I want to see what we can do. So moving on to the parts list, we had a budget that we stuck to, and what we did was we tried to find stuff that was the best bang for the buck. So we didn't skimp on anything, but there is a lot of room for improvement down the line. Dave can upgrade if he wants to, but I think it's a pretty solid build from where we're at. So for the processor, we decided to go with the 9th generation Core i5 9600K. It's a really solid processor right out of the box, and it can be overclocked, which is why we went with the K. For the boot drive, we wanted to get the fastest possible, so we went with the Samsung 970 EVO NVMe SSD. It's an M.2 mount, so we'll be putting that right onto the motherboard. For the RAM, we went with G.Skill. We got two 16GB DIMMs at 3000. This should be pretty solid for a while, and he can always upgrade to more since we have 4 DIMM slots in the motherboard. So for the motherboard, we decided to go with the Gigabyte Z390 UD. At this price point, it's pretty solid, and we can overclock the CPU if we want to. So for the graphics card, we went with the MSI 1070 GTX. I was able to get a great deal on this used from a friend. I think it's a great place to start, and probably won't need an upgrade on this for a while, especially since this can handle editing and gaming. So for the cooler, we went with the Noctua NH-U12S. Noctua is a renowned brand for how quiet their fans are, and this is going to do a pretty stand-up job, even compared to AIO liquid coolers. I looked at the benchmarks before I picked anything, and I myself have a Corsair AIO in my build, but I think this is going to not only keep the CPU cool, but be super quiet, which is a huge plus. I don't even know what this is. For the power supply, we got the Seasonic GX550. It's rated 80 Gold Plus, and it's 550 watts, so this should be plenty of power for what we're doing here. Okay, last but not least, we got the case, the NZXT H510. Pretty solid. It's got room for everything we need. It's a mid-tower ATX case. The cable management seems good from the videos I've seen, so I'm excited to open it up and give it a shot. And keep in mind, this is my first solo attempt, so please don't be too harsh in the comments. Alright, so we're moving on to the build, and I've got all the parts linked in the description, so make sure to check that out. First, we're going to start off with the motherboard. Let's crack this bad boy open. Nice. Got our anti-static bag. Alright, brand new motherboard. We're going to want to take our CPU now, get that in there. So let's carefully take this out. We're just going to want to grab it by the sides. We can go ahead and keep this with the motherboard box just in case we need to ship it back for any reason. Okay, we're going to move on to the cooler now. Let's move this out of the way. So it's got our accessories. We just need these brackets because it's the Intel build, and we're going to need the thermal paste. It's pretty intense. I think it's going to do a great job. I think we're going to mount it this way so that the fan intakes towards the exhaust, not that way. These 3 points, we're gonna line up to those 3 screws, like so. I'm just gonna flip that gently. Alright, I think before we install the CPU heatsink and fan, Might as well put in the NVMe drive since the slot is right here and it looks like it's going to be kind of under, so it'll be easier to just do it now. Wow, this thing looks really sweet and white. So we got our side panel off, and in this box here should contain all the things we need: accessories, header, extenders, bunch of cables, zip ties, screws. Okay, let's turn this around and let's flip it. Alright, so I just want to point out I had to move around the standoffs to get this to fit our motherboard. Alright, got the power supply. Alright, so we got our power supply and all our cables, and we're gonna go ahead and hook all that up. Alright, now the moment of truth. Oh, well, we got fans, so that's good. Do we have a boot screen of any sort? Should be up here. Yes! Yes! Got there. Alright. Oh. Looks like it's rebooting. Alright. We got something. Maybe we should go into the BIOS. Alright. Awesome. So look at that. Both sticks of RAM. CPU cooler is good. Let's see, is it spinning? Yep, it's spinning. System fans are good. Man, this is great. Awesome. Alright, can't wait to get this set up. The moment you've been waiting for. Oh yeah. Boom. Well, that's a wrap. I'm super excited with how this build came out, and I can't wait to give it to Dave and Janice. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. And be sure to tune in soon for some new videos, including unboxing this chair. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Here is Dave unboxing his gift. Happy birthday, bro.
David's opening his gifts.
Oh my god.
He cleaned the whole desk to get it ready for the desktop.
Wow.
Excited?
So excited. So excited.
Leave the flaps open, right? Because the whole point is, yeah, put your hand on the styrofoam. Wow.
I haven't had a desktop since high school. This is so exciting. Oh my god. It's my new baby. You've been replaced.
Let's look at this. Wow.
Oh, this is the top. I'm so excited.
Do you have any last words?
Thank you, everyone. I love you guys.